What's up, everyone? This is Destroyer 229, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. Last time, we finally managed to talk to Mawkin, got our scooter upgraded, and managed to make our way to whatever was hidden here in the desert, which happened to be the missing ship of the SS Libra, of all things. We also encountered a few members of Cypher here as well, so whatever it is, it's not good, and they're pretty much done. In this episode, we've been tasked with finding the source of some mysterious noises. So we are going to go ahead and head deeper into the ship to discover that, but I'm going to go ahead and pick this up first, which happens to be a battle CD. Haha. And just always find those things just lying around. Oh great, more shadow Pokemon that need to be purified. I really wanted to do that at the end of last time, but as you guys saw, I can't leave until I do this. So unfortunately, the end slate for one of these episodes is going to be rather lengthy. But whatever. Okay, so we have something where we need to push this box and reach these chests. Now, thankfully, unless we manage to push that box into the far corner, which I'm not entirely sure why you would do that, you can really get both of these. This one contains a Firestone, which I guess that would be useful because there are some Pokemon that can only evolve via the Firestone. There is Vulpix, and I definitely know there's a Pokemon later on that also... Woo, 2 PP ups. I know there's a Pokemon later on that also requires a Firestone to evolve, so... if you needed a Ninetales or are waiting for that other Pokemon... Well, at the very least, we have ourselves a Firestone for that purpose. Still not entirely sure what we could use that Water Stone for, though, that we got at Phoenix Stadium. I'm trying to remember what sort of Pokemon evolved from that, but I just can't think of any off the top of my head. Oh well, I'm sure that there is one, so it actually serves a purpose. Alright, pushing that all the way here. We get a Max Ether, which is a pretty helpful item, but like I mentioned very early on in this series, I don't typically use Ethers. Aw, damn it. I mean, I just never find any sort of use for them. Like, I never run out of PP before I encounter a healing station. So, it's just kind of a waste for me. Anyway, I gotta move this back, so... speed up. Or just skip. Or, you know, I can just kind of delay it enough so I can talk enough. And then I can just be done with it all before I need to do either one of those. So, yeah. Moving on. Okay, so here we have 2 crates that we can move. Well, if we want to get this box, have to go a bit of a trek. Gonna need to push this box of Poke Food up here. Then we gotta go down. One thing that I should note is that you can't push boxes in front of stairs. It flat out won't let you. It basically treats it like a wall. So yeah, so we gotta go all the way around and then move this over. There we go. And then we just push it over to the stairs. Voice crack right there, jeez. And then we can get both boxes, assuming we don't fall off the edge, because that's probably going to happen. Alright, here we have a yellow flute. Yeah, that's something that they introduced in 3rd gen, but since there's no ashes here, it's not really helpful. And it basically just snaps out of confusion, so in case you don't want to just waste... Ooh, TM35. In case you don't want to waste a full heal to get rid of confusion, you got that. And what's TM35? TM35. Flamethrower. Yes, yes, 1,000 times yes. Well, only Koromaru can really learn that. I know Houndoom eventually learns Flamethrower, but I don't think it learns it until, like, in the 40s. So, getting rid of Ember now for Flamethrower, very much in my best interest. Especially since none of my other Pokemon can really learn. In fact, they can't learn Flamethrower. Actually, charge up Ice Beam. Wow, really? I kind of thought Olivia would, but the fact that Phantasma can learn Ice Beam, that is very surprising. I may actually do that, because I think Seal eventually does just learn Ice Beam, either as its 4th move or once it's purified. Let's see, Brick Break, no one can really learn that, no one's surprised. Okay, so I may entertain that idea for a little bit. Hey! It's Bonsly! Okay. Now we don't want to scare the thing. It's sleeping right now. If we rush up to it, it'll get spooked. So what we want to do is just walk very slowly. Just very lightly tilt the control stick. I have to rearrange my thumb so that it does not slip off. Very slowly, very... Crap! Damn it! And yeah, that's what happens. Oh. It just moved. Okay, sure, Bonsly, if that's your game. Just walk gently forward. Make sure my thumb doesn't slip off the control stick. Lightly change directions. Slowly. Gently. I'm basically shuffling my feet at this point. And just a little bit closer, just a little bit closer, just a little bit closer, and god dang it! Freaking email? Who could send me anything at this point? Acri? Michael, I would like to write a novel featuring you as the main character. Please let me interview you. I have a good feeling about this story. I might be generous with my thanks. Thank you. Acri, how did you even get my freaking email? God dang it. Well, crap. Now we lost Bonsly. Well, oh. This wasn't here before. Ooh, leftovers. A very helpful hold item that just gradually restores HP every turn. Wow. I believe it restores 1/16 of a Pokemon's max hit points. So, you know what? Phantasma doesn't have an item. And Phantasma's actually my tank. So it makes the most sense to give it to her. And now we basically have to get... Oh, right, we can't push that down. Now we basically have to go back to that one guy and just tell him, hey, it was a Bonsly. What's a Bonsly, you ask? A Pokemon I was trying to find. Then just kind of ran away. Oh, whatever. We at least discovered what that problem was, so I'll meet you guys back up at that one dude's place. And Spearow can now be purified. Hooray! Oh! Well, that was quick. Yeah, it's a kind of like a bonsai tree. It's, if you've ever seen a Sudowoodo, just kind of think that, but smaller. And it doesn't have any arms. I see, so it was a Pokemon down there. Well, I'll sleep better at night knowing that. Is that right? So it was a Pokemon that a girl asked you to find, and you say it got away? Well, this place isn't a very welcome place for a wild Pokemon to survive in. Why don't you try looking for it in places where wild Pokemon are apt to gather? Oh, great. Anyways, I'll be heading off for home now. After all, you've solved what worries I had. I'm surely indebted. Come see me whenever you like. You're always welcome. Alright. So, yes, that basically starts a bit of a side quest type thing. If we want to try to find Bonsly again, then we're going to need to head on over to the Pokespots, and randomly, when a wild Pokemon appears, Bonsly will be there. And we have to walk up to it very slowly, kind of like in that nature, or that manner, or whatever, in order to not to spook it. and then we'll be able to take Bonsly back to that girl. Since I'm not really doing anything with Pokespots, the only way that's going to be done within the main story, I guess, would be if it turned out to show up when we go and do the cave Pokespots, which I kind of doubt will happen, but hey, you know, stranger things have happened. So now that that's taken care of, well, not entirely sure what it is that we can do now. I suppose we could just go and talk to Akari, see what it is that her story was. It did cause us to miss Bonsly, but whatever. What the? Hold it. No one gets past here. Hello? Can I help you? I'm Walkin' of Team Snag'em. Wouldn't hurt you to remember that. Team Snag'em? You guys are still around? Wouldn't hurt you to forget his name either. Silence! What are you up to, punk? Huh? You don't have a clue about who Team Snag'em happens to be, do you? Back in the old days, grown men shook when they heard our name. Sheesh. Yeah, I kind of heard rumors about you guys. I heard you disbanded about 5 years ago after your base blew up or something. Well, that's alright. We'll get back to snagging Pokemon just like the old days and terrify the world again. And we'll do that by using your snag machine. Wait, how do you know that this is a snag machine? Oh yeah, over my dead body you'll take it. Whoops, I know you're a great battler, but I'm not having any of that. Gloom, release your sleep powder. Send this kid off to Betty Bye. Wait, what the? You can't do that! Houndoom! I choose... Yeah, haha! The snag machine is mine! Quick, let's get back to the hideout. Aye, can you imagine how happy Gonzab's going to be with us? Huh? What? No. They took the snag machine. Oh. Hey, it's you. Hi. You awake now? Looks like you had a rough time of it. Are you alright? I've been better. That bunch I saw. Weren't they Team Snag'em? Why would they want to pick a fight with you? Because that thing on my arm was a snag machine. And they were looking for one. Is that right? So that's been happening in the world at large. Team Snag'em is a bunch of crooks and thugs. They were snagging Pokemon from people with Cypher's help. I hadn't heard about them for the last couple years, so I figured they fell apart. Guess not, eh? Well anyways, it seems to me you need to get back that thing they took from you. I think they took off north, chasing after another bunch of strange characters. Maybe I ought to join the chase, too. It's right around here, on the north side of Eklo Canyon. Eklo Canyon, huh? Well... man, without that snag machine, we can't do anything. I mean, sure we can beat up Cypher and maybe try to stop their plan of operations, but if we can't take their shadow Pokemon, then they're just going to keep using them over and over again. They'll still have them in their possession. We won't really get anywhere. We need to get that snag machine back, and as soon as possible. Well, we're gonna head on over to Eklo Canyon next episode. However, there's one thing that I want to do, and then I'll call it a day, because we have a lot of purification that we need to get through first. And that would be heading on over to Gate and Port, because Akari had something that she wanted to conduct an interview that was so important and it cost us getting Bonsly, so may as well just entertain her and just go and do this interview. Just as long as she doesn't do it again the next time we encounter Bonsly. Oh, hey there, Emily. Oh, Joey's big brother! I saw you in the news! It's awesome! I think you're really cool! Oh, well, thanks. Alright. Akari, you said you wanted to do an interview? I suppose I'm kind of free at the moment. Michael, you read my email? I've been waiting for this. Yes, this really better be important. That email cost me something big. After seeing you on TV, you've been on my mind, Michael. I've come to realize that there's nothing to do but write a novel starring you. Oh, well, thank you. So please let me interview you. Let's begin right away. Okay, sure. I see. Michael, it was you that saved Professor Crane, the director of the Pokemon HQ lab. Yeah, that was me. You were on TV for the Phoenix news story, but you've been on TV before. In name, but not necessarily shown, although I guess we were on TV. Yeah. Oh goodness, the SS Libra was attacked because Cypher wanted to get the Pokemon on board? How do you know that? And yes. Wow, that's beyond incredible. Michael, you must be an amazingly talented trainer despite your appearance. Just interviewing you has excited me to the edge of my seat. Your tale is so thrilling, harrowing, and exhilarating. Oh, I owe you huge thanks for agreeing to this interview. Thank you so much. And for that, we get the amulet coin. I'm getting the feeling that I can write an epic masterpiece, and it's all owed to you. Watch me write it. I kind of have other things I need to do. So anyway, we get the amulet coin, which basically means that if we give that to a Pokemon, and they go out in battle, we get double the money from that battle. So it's a nice way to gain a bit more cash. Not that I'm sure you really need it, because money is really not that much of an issue in this game. I do know that there are various other items that you can get from Acre depending on how you respond. I'm not entirely sure what those items are. I'll try looking them up, and if I find out what they are, I'll make sure to put it in the description. So, now that we have that taken care of, my Pokemon don't need any healing, do they? No, they don't. Okay. So I don't need to head on over to the Pokemon Center. So with that taken care of, it's a little bit early, but I'm going to go ahead and call it a day. So next time on Let's Play Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, we are going to head on over to Eclo Canyon. If what that guy said was true, we might be able to encounter Team Snag'em over there. Even more lucky is if we encounter Walk-In and be able to take back the Snag Machine. But at the very least, we can at least find out where Team Snag'em is and then just go from there. We can't really do anything about Cypher until we get the Snag Machine back, so that is our #1 priority right now. So until next time, everyone, take care.